Alright guys, welcome back to Crypto Educator. Long time no see. The market is in absolute death and destruction mode right now, but I think these are opportunities in the long term, guys. So welcome back once again to Crypto Educator, guys. And essentially we are going to be talking about the long stories right here. We're going to be talking about the bigger picture in the price action in terms of the 200 simple moving average on Bitcoin, Ethereum and Solana. For Solana, we don't really have any 200 simple on the weekly time frame, so which is why we'll talk about the daily time frame right here. Now guys, here's the thing. Here's a very simple fact right here. The previous two bear market bottoms have been pinpointed out by the 200 simple weekly moving average itself, and essentially here we are, guys. This is the moving average where the 2018 bear market kind of bottomed out, right? But do I feel that this is going to be happening once again alongside the 200 simple on the weekly? Probably not, guys. The only reason why I talk about this thing is because the overall context in the macro economy, even if we talk about the indices, the stock market indices, things are different, guys. Things are very much different in the macro side of things, which is why we can't really expect this same moving average to play out exactly the way it did in 2018. Or can we? Even if it happens, nobody knows where the bottom is going to be. So this essentially is a key area of interest, guys. This is how I would like to trade this one. I mean, essentially I would simply want to scale into Bitcoin onto these levels with the amount of money that I'm simply comfortable pouring into the market. And this is the time when you start pouring your capital into crypto assets if you're looking for a long-term investment. Right now, if you're thinking about cashing out on Bitcoin on 2030 or maybe 2040, something like that, these are the key areas of interest for good, guys. The 200 simple weekly moving average has certainly proved out as a very good data point just to accumulate Bitcoin as a whole. I'm not talking about crypto assets, guys. I think that the bear market is still midway right here, which is why a lot of altcoins do have a lot of downside, which is probably coming up, right? We can see that Solana is below $30, which was kind of expected, guys. We were kind of entertaining a single digit Solana price action probability to play out. And is it happening? Is it going to happen? It could potentially happen, or it could not happen. Who knows? Nobody has seen the bottom. But essentially for Bitcoin right here, the only asset with the most certainty all throughout crypto market is going to be Bitcoin, guys. And this is one key area of interest right here, which is why it kind of gives me a lot of reasons to believe about the fact, at least in the small time frames, we could be looking at this kind of price action in the coming weeks. Probably a quick retest, or not really a quick retest, kind of like a 2-month consolidation to a retest all the way towards $30,000 on Bitcoin is what we could be looking forward to, guys. And anything above $30,000 most likely is going to be a good amount of bull trap for a continuation leg, maybe towards the retest of the previous all-time high at 20,000, guys. By the way, we are almost at the previous all-time high. Now that is freaking crazy. I mean, this happened really quickly, guys. Essentially, as soon as we started losing $30,000 on a weekly trending basis, bam, there was a huge gap to fill, guys. All of us know about this entire region, and we're kind of looking at that entire price action following up on Ethereum as well, for that matter, right? So these are the key area of interest in the small to mid time frames. But guys, I'll talk about this as well, which I kind of logged. I mean, this is not an analysis that is simply posted for public on my TradingView account, but this is a small interpretation of the bear market cycles in context to whatever has happened on Bitcoin literally all throughout the, well, ever since Bitcoin has been existing out there. This has been a good amount of harmonic trend according to the halving cycles on Bitcoin itself. And this is something which I posted long ago. I mean, not that long ago, but the second week of February, we were kind of hovering around $43,000. And this is just my interpretation, guys. I'm not saying that Bitcoin will bottom out at 12,000. I will not buy anything above 12,000. Not gonna say that, guys, and I'm not gonna do that as well. I'm simply gonna be scaling in Bitcoin as we approach these levels, even if we do. I mean, this is also not a given fact for sure, guys. If we do scale down towards $12,000, it's going to be a massive discounted price for Bitcoin in the long form of accumulation altogether, guys. Now, if I simply play this analysis right here, we're kind of halfway through, and you can see the area of relevance right here, guys. $30,000 regions was a humongous level right here, and this is something which we kind of lost, guys. So until we are kind of reclaiming 30K in the bigger picture, in the long time frame, the bigger time frames, most likely the overall market will simply go through massive sell-offs as a whole. Now, look, guys, the thing is that the halving cycle, although this halving is going to be coming at let's just say before October 2024 itself. So maybe we do expand this accumulation leg all the way towards these levels, or maybe we simply reverse from these levels, kind of situate our price action above 30k and start trending all the way towards 100k. That is also a probability that could, well, that could play out, guys. We simply cannot rule out all the bullish and the bearish probabilities in the market, right? But essentially, according to this price model right here, this is what I feel, guys. This is at least what I believe in the market as a whole. Most likely we're going to be drifting sideways into a huge accumulation zone for a couple of years, and the market will kind of settle itself down. Guys, the thing is that this cycle was full of exuberance, right? I mean, we were looking at fucking doggy coins. We were looking at, I don't know, guys, NFTs having crazy numbers as their evaluation, which we still have. We certainly have Bored Ape Yacht Club, which is being evaluated at $250,000 per NFT as of now. So you can see what I'm talking about, guys. We do have a lot of leverage and a lot of greed to wipe out as of now. I mean, NFTs are in your initial phases right here. Any value that they hold as of now is pure speculation, guys. It's just the beginning of a new era, and whenever a new era starts, everything is going to be starting out with pure form of speculation. So that is the bigger picture for crypto markets, for NFT markets, for DeFi markets as well. Guys, the fucking DeFi markets are fucked. DeFi markets are wrecked, guys. Most of the yields are simply going down to shit, and most of the LPs are also going down to shit. So people providing liquidity to a lot of pools are facing this little fact called impermanent loss, guys. People are going through impermanent losses in the market, even if they're providing LPs into various DeFi protocols out there. So yes, I mean, we saw that coming, guys. We simply started entertaining market top when Bitcoin was simply hovering sideways at $54,000 regions, guys. If you remember, we were talking about how to be really fucking cautious in the market henceforth, because it's been multiple attempts and we have not been able to establish a good looking trend above $58,000 for good. The second rejection from these levels that pull the price action down all the way towards $54,000 to $44,000 in a week or something like that, that was the first indicator that we are dealing with a lot of weakness in the market, guys. And we will talk about a lot of things in the coming videos for Bitcoin's price models according to all the golden ratio Fibonacci's. But essentially, I do believe that we kind of drift sideways for a very long time, and we kind of bottom out somewhere alongside $12,000 regions in the bigger picture, guys. Now, certainly in the small to mid time frames, we could have a lot of bounces right here, and then we can talk about kind of formulating a lower high in context of this one right here and this one as well, and then we can continue the downtrend all the way down towards $20,000 for a retest. And maybe if we lose this one, you know the target, guys, you know the deal right here is going to be at $12,000, literally the area of interest. I mean, this is the only area of interest that I was concerned about all throughout the 2018 extending towards 2020 bear market, guys. The $12,000 regions on Bitcoin was the key area of interest, and you can see right here, as soon as we started drifting away from $12,000, it was a non-stop ride all the way towards fucking $60,000 for good on Bitcoin itself, which is why all the DeFi LPs, L1s on DeFi were making those crazy gains like 1000x in the market, right? I mean, Solana simply did a 700x, guys. I think it's 700x, but yeah, all the DeFi LPs, DeFi L1s did a massive bull run to the upside as soon as Bitcoin started going above $12,000, guys. Which is why if we lose $20,000, the previous all-time high, the key area of interest is simply going to be towards $12,000 to, let's just say, $14,000 to the upside. That is what I'm looking forward to in the bigger picture for Bitcoin itself, guys. Until then, I would be really interested in accumulating all throughout this entire downtrend, even if we extend it towards your end 2024 as well, right? Okay, with that said, let's talk about ETH. The father of all the altcoins, not looking that nice, guys. This pattern has been repeating on Ethereum. I mean, haven't we been doing that for a very long time now? We are probably doing that once again, right? I mean, look, guys, I'm going to be very honest. It's way easier to read Ethereum's price action as compared to Bitcoin's price action, honestly, right? And most of the altcoins as well, for that matter, because most of the good-looking altcoins like Solana, which are fundamentally strong, are still in their infancy stage, guys. If we talk about the weekly time frame on Solana itself, you can see that this price action is nothing but in its infancy altogether. So we have not seen a matured market cycle on Solana itself, which is why we cannot base a lot of analysis out of this entire price action, guys. Although Ethereum has seen seen multiple bear and bull cycles. We have corrected for 90% moves to the downside, and then we have resurrected from the dust and the dirt, and we have simply made new all-time highs that are simply 100x above the previous all-time highs, guys. So Ethereum did that once again. I mean, was it 100x from these levels? It was not 100x, guys, but it was, well, a 55x from the bottom. If we talk about exactly pinpointing out the $80 bottom right here, Ethereum topped out at 5,000 USD, guys. And honestly, holy fucking shit, I mean, Ethereum Foundation sold a lot of Ethereum at these levels right here, pointing out the market top, literally the market top for altcoins, for Bitcoin, for everything out there, for GBTC, for fucking MicroStrategy as well, guys. Holy shit, Michael Saylor is about to get liquidated the fuck out of the market, guys. That is also what is happening, right? I mean, that's insane. Market is finally testing Michael Saylor's average buying prices. That is something we were talking about back when Bitcoin was right here as well, guys. We were simply talking about how market could simply test Michael Saylor's entry points, right? Well, Tesla's entry points didn't survive. I feel that Michael Saylor's entry points are not gonna didn't survive as well. The average buying price for our MSTR was, I think, around $25,000 altogether. But essentially, since we are losing these levels and the way MicroStrategy is leveraged out, Michael Saylor could probably get liquidated, guys. I mean, let's see what happens. I mean, I'll be confirming all the facts and figures for you guys in the coming videos, but essentially, yes, it's kind of like a painful time for the big players in the market as well. So if you are an investor in crypto markets and if you have lost money, remember, you've not lost as much as Michael Saylor is doing in the market, right? And the bigger people, the institutions are losing money en masses, guys, and this is what happens again and again and again. And one more thing, guys, the only people to survive in these kind of market cycles during the bear runs are going to be people who are trading crypto assets all throughout, guys. This is certainly a hard time for all the investors who kind of, let's just say, bought Ethereum at $1,000 as well, because bam, guys, we are back at fucking $1,000 per ETH right here. And well, the max pain for Ethereum is going to be at 3 digits Ethereum. That's going to be certainly below $1,000 for good. $999 is going to be max pain for Ethereum. But if we talk about these harmonic progressions right here, and if we simply compare the previous bear cycle to this bear cycle right here, you can see, guys, I mean, essentially, look, I think I'll have to do a lot of TA hocus focus right here. Judging by this entire bull cycle, most likely this is the bottom area. I mean, this was essentially below 86 retracement as well. We did go all the way towards 86. We kind of bounced at 170, but no, man, holy shit, this one extended down all the way towards 80 after that as well. So if we simply run a Fibonacci extension from the bottom side right here at $80 and make it go all the way towards 5,000 USD, the 86 is coming at $620 regions, guys. And essentially, if let's just simply compare the previous bear cycle right here, right? 86 down all the way towards, wait, I mean, apologies for this, 86 down all the way towards $80 was another 50% drop in Ethereum's price action. So 50% below 86 is going to be at $300 Ethereum, guys. Holy crap, that's fucking grin. That's just insane. I mean, if that really happens, it's going to be, well, look, guys, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be picking out a lot of Ethereum at $300 if it really fucking happens. If it really happens, yep, I'm going to be welcoming Ethereum in my portfolio with open arms. It's going to be a steal, multi-generational steal, guys, if that really happens. But am I going to be waiting for that? Probably not, guys. I'll start scaling into Ethereum as soon as we look at a 3-digit Ethereum for good. Okay, with that said, let's talk about Solana, the weekly at first. 55 simple is way the fuck above the current price action, guys. This is extremely bearish, guys. This is crazy bear. Just look at this fucking weekly trend right here. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 straight red weekly candles on Solana. That's madness. 3 months of straight down price action on Sol itself. It's just insane, guys. And essentially, I mean, if Bitcoin really bounces from these current levels, we can talk about how this entire zone could potentially work out for Solana itself. So yes, I mean, in the small to mid time frame, Solana can extend its leg all the way down towards $22 regions altogether. And if Bitcoin bounces from 20,000, expect Solana to bounce as well from these levels, right? And let's just assume that $20, $22 is going to be the bottom. The first extension is going to be at 236, which is going to be $50, guys. Obvious sell zone, or let's just say a kill zone coming on Solana at 50 USD, and on top of that we got $69. Of course guys, a fucking magical number in crypto land. $69 is also a key area of rejection, and the ultimate target is going to be the 600 retracement, sitting in at slightly below $100 for good, guys. I feel that Solana reclaiming $100 is it's going to be a far-fetched opinion, guys. This one reclaiming $100 is going to be, I don't know, maybe Bitcoin reversing from 20k and simply going towards 60k for good. But if it really happens, if Solana is able to reclaim $100, that would mean that major developments are happening, guys. That would mean that new things are happening in the market, but I don't think it's helpful in small time frames, because this downtrend needs a lot of time for consolidation, guys. I strictly do not believe that this trend is going to be reversing out like this, guys. I just seem to kind of disagree with this fact right here. A lot of people out there are still bullish, guys. Holy shit, I just can't believe the stamina. I just can't believe the fucking bullish stamina people have in crypto market or crypto Twitter altogether. But yes, people are talking about how Solana will V-shape bounce from these levels. Look, guys, it's a fact. Bitcoin has told us a lot of times in the past, none of the bear market bottom is going to be that simple V-shaped recovery straight up to the all-time highs. It's going to take a lot of time, guys. Just remember, Bitcoin spent, I mean, this is almost 2.5 years, right? After bottoming out, taking out the previous all-time high, during the first bear to bull cycle, Bitcoin took 2.5 years to do that, guys. And once again, I mean, we simply bottomed out at the December of 2018, but we made a new all-time high after 2 years on Bitcoin itself, after going sideways, squishing here and there. Then eventually we went above the previous all-time high, right? Which is why, guys, none of the bear market is going to be simply a V-shaped recovery all the way towards the previous all-time high. It's going to take some time. It will go through a lot of accumulation, and in this meantime, what are you supposed to do, guys? Number one, you can think about real quant strategies for your own trading, guys. You can fixate yourself and you can stick to certain strategies. Got to backtest them again and again. Got to work on them with small capital, with not a look, guys, do not risk everything in the market in these kind of landscapes. It's just it's going to be a wrecked behavior to do that. Even if you are interested in doing that, just situate yourself into stable coins and trade using stable coins. That would make a lot of sense altogether. But yes, guys, I would say that leave 50 to 80% of your stash aside to accumulate these cryptocurrencies in the long term, guys. The thing is that it'll take a lot of time, everybody knows that, and it will go through a lot of accumulation, and you can work on quant strategies, quantify your strategies, backtest them, and apply them in the market slowly and surely, although, and work on your strategies as a trader. Now, another thing that you can do is, guys, you can simply learn to code yourself, and what you can do is you can build strategies, guys. You can build strategies, you can test your strategies right here on TradingView itself. And I kind of, is it Pine? I mean, the language is, I kind of don't remember what the language is right here, but essentially you can learn how to code all these scripts right here on TradingView itself, and then you can backtest your strategy, kind of automate your trading as well according to the patterns that you pinpoint in the market altogether. So, well, these things do take a lot of hard work, but essentially this is something which you can do as well all throughout this bear market if you want to be involved in crypto assets during this entire bear cycle, guys. The thing is that if you're expecting high returns, and if you're expecting that you're going to be leverage trading yourself and making crazy gains in the market during this bear cycle, it's going to be very difficult to do, guys. It's going to be very difficult to do. You're going to be overworked all the time. I'm just simply telling this to you guys because this is something which I was trying to do right here in this entire cycle. I was over trading massively, and well, let's be completely fucking honest right here, guys, that overtrading didn't help. It simply used to make me exhausted as fuck, and I was not really able to do new things in the market. I was never able to build anything in the market, guys. For this bear cycle, I do have a lot of things in my mind because, well, it takes a few to understand that if you really want to stick your ass in crypto market, you have to survive, guys, and it's not easy to survive. Let me tell that to you as well. It's not simply easy to survive, but it takes a few to understand, right? So this is my second bear cycle, a massive bear cycle which came out of nowhere, honestly. I mean, this was weird. We simply made a new all-time high right here, and then we simply dumped, guys. I mean, was the fucking market waiting for 69,420 reasons or what? I mean, market was literally waiting for that. We went for that bull trap, and then bam, we are reverting back to the mean price action zones right here. That is also madness. So it was kind of weird, but essentially, well, it's my second bear cycle altogether, and in this bear cycle, I pledge to build something rather than overworking myself, rather than over trading myself in the market, guys. I would work on all the quant strategies, and I hope that you would be interested in doing that as well. Okay guys, that was a long fucking video, and it was long due as well, I guess. If you enjoyed the content, hit that like, and if you're not subscribed, do that as well. I will catch all of you pretty soon, folks. Bye for now.